Instead of listening to the same songs every morning, put on a different podcast for 18 days. Youth with Voices, Latvia.
Hello, my name is Linda Miller, and in this podcast I'm going to discuss with 3 people about music among teenagers. I hope you will enjoy it, but now get comfortable because discussion is starting with our first speaker. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Diana, and music plays a very important part in my life.
Nice to meet you, Diana. So, what music means to you?
Well, I listen to music every day, so obviously it means a lot to me because it affects a lot of aspects of my life. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with that. I listen to music every day as well, and I think most of the teenagers can't go without it.
Yeah, I agree. Because, well, it affects our daily lives because it affects our mood too.
Yeah, I agree. You mentioned that you listen to it every day, but you listen to it during the day or more at evenings or what time?
I like listening to it late at night because then everyone has went to sleep and I feel like alone with my music and kind of in my own world.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I really like to listen to it to evenings as well because then everything is just more silent and then you can hear
details.
Yeah. That's what I really like about that. Okay, and you have tried to listen to different types of music, obviously, but how do you felt about that, and what's your experience with that?
Well, recently I've discovered that I really like hip-hop and funk. I guess those are my most listened to genres because although I listen to various different types, those are the ones that really make me happy and hyped up.
That's great. When did you discover that?
Sometime last year in winter, I think.
It has been some time.
Yeah.
And you're still listening to it until
every
now?
day mostly.
Oh.
What about you?
For me, not that long ago, I think in winter, I discovered K-pop and now I'm really into it.
It's a very it really gets you up,
Yeah, true. My mother as well likes it and it's like a hobby for us to listen and we sometimes even go dancing to K-pop.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's something really special to me. How about you? Is any family member into funk or hip hop?
Well, my family, actually all my family members listen to different types of music. Some type Latvian type of music, that's the most popular in my family. I know others listen to mostly pop, or I know my aunt listens to a lot of religious music, and that's obviously a lot, more chill and, Meanwhile, I know one of my cousins really likes, rap and,
That's great. And do you think music can affect your mood?
Yeah, actually, because I sometimes when I listen to, some singers like Taylor Swift, I obviously feel, like I'm in a different world in this fantasy. But sometimes when I put on funk, I feel like I'm really cool and, chill.
Oh.
So it does affect my mood because, it either makes me feel like I'm badass, or it makes me feel happy about life, just...
Yeah.
You?
I think I should try funk too. It's something new for me. I haven't listened to it yet, but it kind of inspired me.
To be fair, a lot of funk songs sound the same, but they're still cool. And I guess I really enjoy when a lot of songs have great beat. I guess that really gets me excited.
True. For me, I think it affects my mood, but if I want to be more energetic, then I listen to K-pop. When I feel more chill, it really depends, I guess. Yeah, I don't listen to much other genres now, but I don't mind pop, hip hop, sometimes rap, maybe even classic music, but that's more when I'm studying or something in the background.
What's your favorite K-pop group?
BTS.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess that's the most popular one. But
Yeah.
I can see, I enjoy a few songs from them, even though I'm not a big fan of K-pop, although I can see the appeal.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, but there are a lot of new groups now that are becoming more popular, so I think K-pop is gonna get more popular in Europe as well.
Yeah, I can see the appeal. Like, it has also different types of songs. It has slower and also more hype, I think everyone can find something for themselves.
True. But how about when you're feeling sad? Like, you like to listen to happy music to get you out of there? Or you like to listen to, like, more emotional music and maybe, like, that's how you feel and then you're like, oh yeah.
Like, you relate to it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess when I'm sad specifically, I listen to like songs that don't have any lyrics, because then I can just kind of overthink and without, any distractions.
Yeah.
Kind of also calms me down,
True. I usually listen to, like, without lyrics when I play something in the background. But
often music helps me also study, then also I listen to music with no lyrics, because then there's no distraction, you're just kind of enjoying the melody.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was really nice talking to you.
Likewise.
Moving on to our second speaker. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Kati, and I'm from Tallinn, Estonia. And I've known Linda since it was her first year in a Livonian camp called Mirlinkist.
What is music for you? Hobby or something that gives you motivation?
Music for me is a big part of my life. Ever since I was born, I've been singing the whole time. I've been in orchestras, ensembles, choirs, and I've been making ensembles ever since I was 4 years old. I play many instruments, some of which are the violin, ukulele, piano, guitar. And in the future, I plan on being a music teacher, or at least a choir or ensemble or orchestra conductor. I've composed notes, and I've been going to Tallinn's music school for over 7 years.
Which is the musician you get inspired by? When did you realize it?
I think the first musician I got inspired by is Yogi Stalte, and I've known her since I was born. My mother is one of her best friends since they were both, I guess, young adults. And Yogi Stalte is the one who got my parents together. She introduced them to each other in Livonia. I guess also after Yogi, I saw that she plays the violin, and that was also kind of inspiration. And I'm still working on different songs on the guitar and violin that haven't even been published yet. And when did I realize is when I was 14, and it was November of last year, 2021, is when I got inspired by Wilbur Soot, Trad Attack, Radiohead, all kinds of groups, and now I'm even working on different ensembles and stuff.
Does music adapt to your mood, or your mood adapts to music?
I guess both. I have multiple playlists which are made after the thing I'm doing. So I have music for when I want to listen to indie music in the summer. I have a playlist for when I want to sleep. I have a playlist for when I'm missing a specific person. So that's when music adapts to my mood. But I guess my mood can adapt to music when I'm listening to Slipknot, because that makes me anxious, kind of, because I'm working on my homework, so that works. And also I listen to specific songs that kind of make me sleepy, and I listen to them in the night so I can fall asleep. So both.
How often do you talk about music with people your age?
Pretty much every conversation. For example, with my best friend, she has heard so many things about my current projects and the past projects and future projects. So we don't have a lot to talk about the themes of music, but every time we hang out, we listen to music and then we might comment on it. So that's also a way of always talking about music. And, you know, I like talking about all of the projects I have had in the past, but also I've forgotten many because there are so many things to talk about when it's tied to music, and I know I will never get everything out to one person, since there's always a lack of interest, I'd say.
How often do you think people switch up music genre they listen to?
I think people collect music genres as they grow up. You might live your first 3 years listening to rock only, then the rest would be pop, and then you find grunge, and then you find alternative, indie, all kinds of things. And your whole life is just finding the ones you like most. And also, for me, is working with a specific genre. I'd say the most change also with genres would be when a person is a teenager, so between the ages of 13 and 16, because those are very experimental years when a person is just trying to find who they are and what they like. So I'd say that's when a person would experiment the most with genres, and the older you are, the more stubborn you get with liking your own genres. But it really depends on the person and how much they listen to music. Thank you.
And last but not least, third speaker, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Daniel. I'm 16 years old and I come from Riga, Latvia.
Hi, nice to meet you. So, when and what music are you listening to?
I try to listen to all kind of genres and also in all kind of languages, the ones I know, in English, Spanish, German, and also in Russian, and from time to time, of course, in Latvian. And, well, pop music, rock, some rock bands, and rap. Rap is also something that I like. And, of course, in shower, to sing rap, it's like the most important thing that I can do.
That's so
to
interesting.
uplift my mood.
Oh wow, that's great. And what do you think about the music that is played in shops?
The music played in shops, it's music that you hear overall. That's why you might not even like the song that they're playing,
Yeah.
but it's somehow in your brain, and you're just gonna like, you're heading towards your house and you're like, you have the rhythm and you're like singing it, and it's very catchy. You
True.
would never hear like rap or rock, it's just pop mostly. And well, I think they might change it, but it's not really the most important thing in the shops. Like, you head to the shops in order to buy something, not to
True,
listen.
true. Good point, you
Yeah.
have a good point.
Yeah.
Do you think music can affect you in a bad way?
In a bad way, I think that it can only affect you in a good way. For example, you're feeling under the weather and you really want to, uplift your mood, and that's where you start to listen to music, or maybe you're just having, a bad day and you just turned your favorite song or the rhythm, it doesn't matter. And you're like, yeah, maybe I can, it's not that bad. I can continue doing something.
True. Do you experience that a lot?
Well, yeah, in summer, not really.
Okay.
But in school, especially in the mornings where I really want to sleep, I just put something so it could help me to start the school day.
Yeah. Okay. Do you prefer listening to music live or on music streaming platforms?
Of course, live, it's an experience. You can always meet new people, or maybe just go out with your friends and do some bonding. But overall, it's not that cheap. You can't go there like every week, and it's not like there are concerts. And it's just, if you're at your house and it's like the best one, like free, as long as you have internet, of course. And you just listen to it, and it's really my preference.
I think, yeah, it's much more easy to listen to music streaming platforms, but live, it's something just different, the whole feelings.
Exactly, yeah, and
But,
also it's like
yeah,
louder and you just
true,
enjoy
true.
it. Yeah.
What about the quality, though?
The quality, well, if you maybe the quality is probably better in Spotify than YouTube.
True. But like looking like Spotify or live concerts,
Of course, live. Like especially if you're like at the first row.
Well, yeah, I agree to that. You have a good experience then. Okay, and last question, is there anything you would like to change about the modern music industry?
Yeah, one thing. Definitely, there are many people who want to start with music, but it's quite difficult because we already have a lot of, well, musicians, and nobody really wants to listen to someone who has like under thousands listeners
Yeah,
on
that's
Spotify
true,
monthly, or it just there has to be an organization that can give like a money format or something similar, because it's really not that easy. Back in the day, like 2000 or even before that, it was easier because there weren't that many people. But right now it's like too much.
Do you want to do something with music in future?
No.
No.
Like, but remember, never say never, because in life it happens that, yeah.
That's true. So you're more like a listener currently.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
a writer, a songwriter.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, a performer. That's also, yeah. So,
That sounds cool. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
yeah, thank you too.
That's all I have for you in this podcast. I hope you can take something from it and don't be scared to experiment with music. I guarantee it's going to be fun. Don't forget to check out other podcasts from Youth with Voices. See you next time.
We really hope that you enjoyed our podcast. Have a great day.